Hi, my name is Austin Atwell, and this is my report for the proper use of healthcare systems for HCA 420A. Healthcare systems. Healthcare systems have a variety of different parts that work together to form a working system. These parts fall into three different designations. Megasystems, which works on increasing health outcomes within communities as a whole. So that's like a hospital looking at their entire community and trying to set up a system to help the entire community have increased health outcomes. A macro system, which provide health services to the larger system as a whole, like hospitals, nursing homes, etc. So that's a smaller piece where each mega system will have its own macro system, like hospitals, nursing homes, where they try to set up these systems to help different parts of the community as a whole. And then the micro system, they're the patients and healthcare devices and data that are used to give direct care. So each macro system has its own microsystem, and it actually has multiple microsystems with different devices and different patients and collect different data that give direct care to each of them. Systems thinking. Systems thinking realizes all the pieces of the system and how they interact. There are 5 main pieces of systems thinking. That is change, trade-offs, history dependency, tight coupling, and non-linearity. Systems must change constantly to deal with the constant change within the healthcare industry. The human body changes over time, so systems must be made that are able to change along with it. Employee movement and research also cause change that systems must be able to keep up with. Communities and policy also change, which can cause change to healthcare systems. So if you have a change in the people in your community or a change in the policy in the community, you have to change your healthcare system to work around that and give the best quality of care possible. Trade-offs. Trade-offs are the ability to weigh pros and cons. It is important to look at studies to understand the pros and cons that come with trade-offs. There can be trade-offs to health. There can be trade-offs to certain equipment they use in the hospital, and it's important to understand both of those. History dependency. Systems are history dependent. They gather information and grow from it. This allows both mistakes and success to show different growth within the system. Tight coupling refers to a system that moves quickly because all the parts work together. All pieces of the system connect together with little slack between each part of the system. This is the best way to make your system so that all the cogs work together to form a coherent whole. That way everyone works together and there's not as many mistakes and healthcare outcomes increase. Non-linearity. The effect of the system is not always part of the cause. This will lead to a system that works for everyone, whether the cause and effect always line up. So if the effect of the system is to help certain people, and the cause actually ends up helping other people, the cause and effect don't line up, but it's a system that starts working for everybody because it helps everyone equally. It helps everyone as a whole. It helps everyone, no matter how you do it. System behavior. System behavior depends on the structure of the system. It is important to understand the structure and then build on the systematic behavior. Every organization will see that results that have been created by the system, and it is important to look at this behavior and change it if it shows undesired results. So it's important to watch the behavior of your systems, and if you have undesired results, you need to make changes immediately, and you need to look back at those 5 standards, and you need to go through and see where you're having problems. Double loop learning is a great way to look at it. Double loop learning allows a second look at consequences and underlying assumptions. So if you have a look at the assumptions and the consequences that come along with something, you look at it once, you go, oh, that's pretty good, but you always want to look at it a second time. That way, that double loop learning, you can learn a second time and say, oh, that actually doesn't work, and then your system will end up behaving much better. Systematic relationships. Systematic relationships are hard to visualize, but systematic models fulfill this role. So you need to make systematic models that can help you define your systematic relationships and show everyone how they're working together. Models like the interconnected model show the patient care microsystem and how they work, while models like the 3 core process model show the organization of health delivery services. There's also many other systematic relationship models that are very important to healthcare, and it's important to know how those work and how to make them so that you can show people how they work. The biblical perspective of all this. But all things should be done decently and in order. Corinthians 14:40. The Bible is written in order so that we are able to see what happened, and by the end, build our Christian values around the Bible. Systems follow the same goal. It is important to create and continue to build upon a system so that in the end, we have a system that we can rely on to increase healthcare outcomes. Just like how in the end, we can rely on the Bible and rely on God to know that we are safe in the afterlife. Conclusion. Systems and system management are very important in a healthcare setting. It is important to understand the characteristics of complex systems, system behavior, and system relationships so that the best healthcare outcomes can be attained. And here's my resource. It's from SPATH, Applying Quality Management in Healthcare. Thank you very much, and you have a great day.